Scream 2 came out less than a year after 1996's Scream, hitting theaters in Christmas season 1997. After the original refreshed the slasher genre, it was inevitable that a sequel would follow. Of course. It was also inevitable that this sequel would poke fun at slasher sequels and feature characters who were fully aware they were in one. Scream 2 picks up years after the original killings, now at a college campus. When a new series of murders begins, the surviving characters find themselves targeted once again. Like the first film, it's self-aware. Characters comment on typical sequel rules, who survives, who dies, and how killers usually operate, all while trying to survive real danger. It's a clever mix of suspense, horror, and meta commentary. Once again, I didn't see this one in theaters, and it wasn't for a lack of trying. I was 16 at the time, and they straight up denied us entry. Too young. This was 18 and over. We even tried sneaking in and it failed. I had to watch it at home, which honestly sucked. Everyone was excited to see Ghostface back in action. The film opened huge at the box office and ended up making about the same amount of cash as the first one, which was over 100 mil. Solid for the 90s. I love that opening scene at the movie theater. The story kicks off as new characters attend Stab, a fictional horror movie based on the events of the first film. As the opening kills unfold, the original Scream movie is being reenacted on the screen behind them. It's meta on top of meta, and it's just brilliant. I also love how scenes from Stab keep popping up throughout the movie, including a fun nod to a throwaway line from the first movie, where Tori Spelling plays Sydney. I think Sydney said something in the first movie about Tori Spelling playing her in a movie, and it came true. The surviving cast members are back to face off with Ghostface. This time at university, Ghostface is back, and he's definitely game to torment his victims and savagely cut them up all over again. The Ghostfaces this time are played by Timothy Olyphant and Laurie Metcalf. Yes, Aunt Jackie from Roseanne is playing one of the original killer's mothers, and she's out for revenge. I'm getting some serious Pamela Voorhees vibes here. This duo comes the closest to recreating the magic of Billy and Stu. Olyphant is wildly unhinged, though he does go a little over the top at times. Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette are back, and Jamie Kennedy. They're terrific once again. Jamie Kennedy really is a standout of these first couple movies. His movie and horror movie knowledge is second to none, and he's kind of like the audience's point of view in this. Now, as much as I like this movie, it doesn't quite live up to the original. They go even further with the meta, especially with the film within a film concept and the fun dialogue about horror sequels, which I love. There are some sequences that defy logic even for horror movie characters. For example, there's a scene where Ghostface is unconscious at the wheel of a wrecked vehicle. The only way out for his trapped victims is right over his lap, and neither of them thinks to unmask him. They are literally inches away. They run maybe a few yards from the car before then deciding, inexplicably, to figure out who Ghostface is and go back and unmask him. Somehow, in just those few seconds, Ghostface escapes from the car and flanks them. It makes really no sense. There's a few moments in this movie like that, which have always kind of stuck with me as odd. All in all, it's a great sequel. It might even be my favorite sequel in the franchise. I've kind of debated that in my mind a few times over the years. Scream 6 is pretty awesome. So it's close. But Scream 2 really took the franchise to another level in terms of popularity. It was suddenly a great time for the slasher genre. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this kind of content, you want to see more, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks again. Bye-bye.